Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to play today the 7-7 from heaven. Haven't played that in a very long time. So this is the 7-7 from heaven, and basically what you do is anytime that you see two sevens in a row, we're going to go ahead and play, that's going to trigger us making a move, okay? So in the meantime, we're just going to focus on sixes and eights and fives and nines. We're going to basically navigate the game, okay? So we're going to play navigation with the 7-7 from heaven, all right? So here comes the come out. You're not doing the pass line or the don't pass. You're just playing a random shooter. Now, you can still be the shooter, just put the minimum bet on the pass line. All right, so there's an 8. So basically navigation is we're going to just chill out and watch the numbers that are being rolled, okay? Okay, there will be the point. Okay, so our interests right now are the 5s, the 9s, the 10s, and the 4s, okay? That's what we're interested in. Okay, there's an 11. There's a 12. And there's a 10. Okay, so I knew that one of those numbers were most likely going to hit. So what we're interested in now is the 4, the 5, and the 9. So we're going to go ahead and bet one of those numbers at a time. We're not going to do all of them at the same time. If it ends up happening, then that's fine. But we're going to lose the minimum possible if a 7 comes. Okay, there's our 9. Unfortunately, our 9 hit. That was our next wager. Okay, so we're just going to stay with the 4 and the 5 now. Okay, there's a 5. Okay, we're going to get $35. Okay, we're going to come off of the 5. We're going to free roll our 4. Okay, that is a 6. And now we're counting the other numbers again, okay? So you never stop counting. You got to keep track of every time a number rolls and calculate it. Okay, so that's a 10 on the come out. This is the come out. We're going to be off on our 4, which we're free rolling, by the way. That's the way you want to play this game. You want to constantly focus on playing the game with the profits that you won. Every time that you see that you have a risk and you're not in profit, you're subject to getting down too much money in the game, okay? All right, so you're going to lose there. All right, so we're up $10. We're up $10. We won with that shooter $10. Okay, here we go. 7. Okay, that's 1 7. Remember, we're playing 7-7 from heaven. So if you see 2 7s in a row, and there it is. There's your 7-7 from heaven right there. So that is 2 7s in a row. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to capitalize on that. And we're going to go with all our inside bets. Okay, and we're going to say, dealer, work my come out. Okay, there's a 9. Okay, so we're going to get $35. And now we're going to immediately come off of that. Just say, bring me down. Okay, so here we go. We started with $5,000, everybody, by the way. We started with $5,000. Okay, here we go. What was the point, guys, real quick? A 9 was the point. Okay, a 6. Okay. A 5. Okay, that is our second 5 of the session. And there's an 8. Our 6s and 8s are hitting about right. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, so we ended up hitting the 4 finally. Okay, so everything's pretty much hit on a timely basis. There's no surprises. It's back-to-back 4s. Okay, there's another 9. All right, so there's really nothing that really interests me. We have had 3 rolls without a 6 and 8, so I'm more focused right now on the 6 and 8. There's the come out, which is a 5. All right, so that's 4 rolls in a row without a 6 or an 8. And there's another 5. That's 5 rolls in a row without a 6 or an 8. So I'm going to go ahead and tell the dealer to work me on the come out. Go ahead and work me, dealer, with my 6 and 8 working, please. And there's a 9. Point is a 9. A 2. Okay, so we've had 6 rolls now without a 6 or an 8. And there's an 8. Okay? So that's going to be $35. I'm going to immediately come down. Now, actually, I'm going to leave my 6 there. I'm going to leave my 6 there. Why am I going to leave my 6 there? Because it's been 7 rolls without a 6. There's a 4. An 11. Okay, so we're at about 9 rolls without a 6, which is no big deal. I mean, honestly, guys, that's not really a big, huge deal because a 6 is only supposed to roll once out of every 6 rolls. Or I'm sorry, once out of every 7 rolls. So we're barely over the max. But the thing is, you have to remember, we're free rolling the 6. We've already made $35 on its brother, the 8. That's the way you need to play. Okay, here we go. A 3. That's 8 rolls. And there's your 6. $35. So that was really good because we knew that the 6s and 8s were pretty much due. And we ended up hitting them both, which is for $70 total. So that's fantastic when that happens. All right. All right. So we still have our point of a 9. And there's a 7 right there. Okay, here we go. A 5 is the point. All right, now which one is interesting so far to me? The 9 and the 10. The 9 and the 10 are interesting to me. There's an 8. A 5, which is the point. Okay. So I'm going to say, dealer, let me work the 9 and the 10. I'm going to work these on the come out, dealer. Okay, there's an 8 point. There's an 8. I'm going to go ahead and work this come out, dealer. And there's my 9. There's my 9 right there. Okay, point is a 9. I get $35 because I was working. And I'm going to leave my 10 up there because I'm free rolling my 10. There's a 12. A 2. Buckle my shoe. A 5. Another 5. Too bad we're not doing our all tall small right now because we probably would be just about ready to hit them all with this shooter. All right, there's another 9. You definitely would need a 10 with this shooter, so we're going to work the 10. There's a 5. Okay, we still got our 10. There's a 9. Another 9. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put a quarter on the hard 10. There's an 11. There's a 10. There's our 10 right there. Okay, so we lose this quarter on the hard 10, but we get $50 on the regular 10, so we basically make a quarter profit. Okay, and we're going to come down from that. Okay, here we go. All right, there's a 7. That's 1 7. Okay, 7 7 from heaven if it's another 7. And it's another 7. So now we're playing 7 7 from heaven. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to go the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. And we're going to go ahead and say, dealer, work this come out. And there's a 9. Okay, we're going to get $35. Come down immediately. And we have to say, whoops. Okay, here we go. The 9 is the point. Okay, there's a 10 again. Okay, so right now I'm getting interested in the 4 and maybe the 6 8. Maybe the 6 8. There's another 10. Okay, so now in this case, I'm actually going to do the opposite because I've thrown 3 10s. I'm going to go $100 on no 10. Okay, here we go. An 11. Hard 10. There's the hard 10. Okay, so that 10 is really hot. So that's a $100 loss. So I've got to try to get that back. I'm going to go 200 on no 10. I've thrown 4 10s and 0 7s. I have to go with the math there. Have to go with the math. All right. So even if I win with a 7 here, I'm only going to get my money back. But it's a high percentage chance that I'm going to get my money back, okay? Now, I haven't seen the 6 and 8 and the 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this as a hedge, and I'm actually going to go $60 each on my 6 and 8 and a quarter on my 4. Here we go. Okay, there's an 11. A 7. Okay, so that is really bad timing for us. That is not what we wanted. We wanted to hit one of these numbers and then look for the 7 against the 10. We would have looked for the 7 against the 10. So this is not a good situation because we're going to lose a little bit of money. So we're going to lose 30, 45, plus we lost that 100. Okay, so not the greatest shooter for us. No problem. Because if we throw another 7, we're going to play 7 from heaven. But right now, we're going to work the no 10 on the come out. We were hoping for a 7 there because we would have got our 100 back. Okay? So the points of 5. And guess what? The 68 and the 4 still have not come. Okay? Still have not come. So we're going to go right back to the exact same bet that we had before and see if we can accomplish our goal. We hit the 4. Okay, that's a 314. Okay, so that's $50 there. Okay, we're going to come off of the 4, but we're going to leave our 6 and 8. We hit the 10 again. Wow, we hit the 10 again. Okay, so we're going to lose that 200. And now I'm going to go to 400. And I'm going to go $250 each. Now the correct bet would be 240. Every casino is different. So, for example, if you try to bet 300 and 300 at my casino, if you try to bet 300 and 300, they don't let you. It's stupid. Most casinos will let you go 300 and 300. Okay, here we go. So we need to get one hit on a 6 or 8. We hit a 9. We have a high percentage chance of winning with the 6 or 8. And we hit the 10 again. We hit the 10 again. Okay, this is insane on statistics. We're going to go 600. We're going to go $900. And now we're going to go $400 each on our 6 or 8. Now, guys, it's been forever since we hit a 6 or 8. Okay, there's a 5, which is the point. Now I'm going to say, dealer, work me on the come out. Work me, because I don't want to miss out on $480 here, because there's a high percentage chance I'm going to hit a 6 or 8. We have not thrown a 6 or 8 in at least 12 rolls. There's an 8 right on the come out. So we're going to get that $480. Now I want to share something with you guys. Okay. Now, for those of you that are so eager to rush. Now, we're not going to come off of the 6 except for $60 we're going to keep on the 6 because the 6 is due, okay? Now, we're going to totally get away from having all that money on the no 10. We're going to bring it down to 200. I still like the no 10, but I'm going to bring it down to 200 because I just want to cover this pretty much, okay? All right, now, here's the thing. A lot of you guys out there, you're afraid of doing what you saw, but mathematically, you hit 5 10s and only 1 7. 5 10s and 1 7. That is not going to happen very often. And even when it does, you should be able to get your money back right here. So you're going to it doesn't mean just because you play smart, doesn't mean that the dice are going to always cooperate. But you have to consistently be playing mathematical situations that allow you to win in a long-term basis, okay? All right, so now we can go ahead and add another number. So if it was me, I would go with the 9 because the 9 hasn't really hit a lot. So I'm going to go 50 on the 9, okay? Here we go. Okay, we hit the 617. That is not what we wanted, but we only lose $10 there. So we had a successful shooter that time, because we're going to lose this 100 we get back, and we lose this $10. Okay, so no big deal. Now here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to just put our money back and tell the dealer, we're going to tell the dealer that we want to work this come out. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a 6 right there. Boom, $70, okay? All right, so we're going to get $70. We owe them 5, so we paid them the 5. Okay, now I'm going to leave my 9, but I'm going to reduce my no 10 to 100. Okay, here we go. What's the point? 6? There's an 8. There's a 7. All right, I'm going to break even right here. So I'm going to just tell them to work to come out. Now that's 1 7. That's 1 7. Okay, there's my 9 on the come out, guys. There it is right there. Okay, so I'm going to get another $70. I'll take 75. I'll give them a nickel. All right, and now I'm just going to stay with my no 10. Okay, I don't think my 10 is going to just continue to hit more than 7s. I just don't see that happening. Okay, there's a 5. A 4. All right, so there's my 4. I like the 4, but it just hit. So right now, I'm just focusing on a 5, 6, and 8 right now. So we'll see what happens. And there's another 4. Okay, so the 4 we're not focused on right now. There's a 2. Okay, there's a 6. All right, so there's my 6. So I'm focused on my 5 and my 8 right now. Okay, there's a 2. All right, we're going to make our move on the 5 and the 8. All right, so we're just going to go 30 on the 8 and 25 on the 5. Here we go. And there's that 7. So if we don't make that move, we would have just won $50. Instead, we lose $5, and we're just going to put our $5 back, and we're going to say, dealer, work to come out. Okay, there's a 6. We don't have the 6. Okay, here we go. 7 again. Okay, we're going to lose $5. We're just going to put our $5 back and say, dealer, work to come out. Okay, there's a 4. Point is a 4. There's a 9. There's a 6. So we keep missing this 5 and this 8. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to 200 on no 10, and we're going to up this to 50 and this to 60. Because it's just unusual for these 5 and 8 not to hit eventually. Okay, there's another 4. That's like the 4th 4. Okay, here we go. We're going to say, dealer, work me on the come out. 2. We're going to redo it. Dealer, work me. Okay, there's a 9. Okay, so we keep missing this 8 and 5 somehow. We keep missing it. 3. A lot of craps, man. There's a 9. We cannot hit a 5 or an 8. Okay, we're going to say, dealer, work to come out. There's a 9 again. Okay, we still can't hit it. Okay, I'm going to go up more. I'm going to say, wait a minute, make my 10 300, make my 8 90, and make my 5 75. Here we go. There's a 12. And there is a 4 3 7. We still didn't hit the 5 or 9. We're going to get only 150 back. So we're going to get 150. We only lose $15. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to stay on the 8 and the 5. We're just going to put our $15 back. And we're going to say, dealer, work this come out. 6. We still can't hit that 5 or 8. That's insane. Okay, that's absolutely insane. So I'm going to say, wait a minute, dealer. Make my no 10 500. That's going to give me 350. Let me add another 100 to each one of those. Here we go. Okay, and I believe that the point is a 9 now. Okay, here we go. A 9 again. How many 9s are we going to hit? We're going to work to come out. 7 again. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's $250 that we get back, which is there, and we lose $115 because we cannot hit a freaking 5 or 9. All right, so we're going to go back with 150 here, and we're going to go 200. I know it's supposed to be 190, okay, but we're just going to go 200. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another 100 on the no 10. Okay, I'm actually going to make that 200. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make this 300. Okay, I'm going to work this come out. Here we go. 8. Finally, I worked the come out. I finally hit the 8. Okay, so the point is an 8. I'm going to get $360 for that 8. I'm going to come down. I'm going to leave my 5 for 50, and I'm going to make my no 10 100. Okay, here we go. There's an 8 again, which is the point. I'm going to say, dealer, let me work the come out. 7. Okay, that's going to be a break even. That's a push. I'm going to do it again. And there's my 5 on the come out. $70 winner, point is a 5. Okay, $75. We'll give them a nickel. And now I'm back off of this. I'm going to leave my no 10 there for 100. Here we go. 5 again. Okay, we're going to work the no 10. And that's a 9 point. There's an 11. Okay. And there's a 7. So I'm going to get $50 for that. I'll take 100 and give them 50. Okay, I'm going to work the no 10. Okay, point is a 5. All right, now what do you think I'm interested in? I'm interested in the 4, and I'm interested in the 6. Okay, here we go. There's a 4 right there. Okay, $50. Coming down from my 4, I'm going to free roll my 6. I'm going to get rid of my no 10. Why would I get rid of my no 10? Well, it's been there for a long time. I'm eventually going to roll a 10. And I'm free rolling that $30. I just won 50. So this was free. I can't lose anything. So why take a risk at losing 100 when it's been sitting there forever? Okay, there's a 10 right there, guys. And you wonder why I just tell you I'm the GOAT. Okay, there's a reason why, people. There's a reason why. Okay, here we go. And there's a 7. So we're going to lose $30, but we really won a profit. So it does not matter. Does not matter. Now, if we throw another 7, we're going to do 7, 7 from heaven. Okay, there's a 5. Didn't happen. All right, now which numbers do I like? I love the 6, 8, and the 9. We're going to start doing them, but we're not going to do them all at the same time. Because if you put the 6, 8, and 9 right now, and you throw a 7, you're losing $80. 60, 70, 80. You're losing more than that. You're losing $85. So if you put one at a time, sure, you might hit the 8 or 9 here. But if you do throw a 7, you only lose $30 compared to $85. Now you're already in profit. So you need to play smart. Okay, there's an 8. So yes, we would have won with the 8. Now we'll put a quarter on the 9. Okay, there's a 3. And now we have them all anyway. Okay, because we did it one at a time. So we're vulnerable. We're vulnerable here. Okay. Hard 10. Now what that's going to do is going to allow me to protect this money. I'm going to go 200 on no 10. And I'm going to bump up my 6 and 8 to 60 each. Okay. And there's a 6. There is a 6. I get $70. Booyah. Coming down from, I'll leave my 9 there. I like my 9. And I'm going to completely come down from my no 10. There's no reason for me to have it there. Okay, here we go. I'm already up in profit, and there's a 7. Okay, so I'm going to lose back a quarter. And if I throw another 7, we'll play double 7. Nope, a 6. Okay. All right, so right now I kind of like the 5, and the 5 just hit. I kind of like the 5. So the 5 was the one I was going to go with, but the roll beat me to it. Okay, so no big deal. We'll just play a little more. There's another hard 10. Another hard 10. Let's go no 10 for 100. Another hard 10. Okay, those 10s are getting hot again. Okay, we're going to go 300 on no 10. And because I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and try to get back my 100 that I lost. And I'm going to use my 6 and 8 to help me. Okay, there's a hard 4. I'll go 100 on no 4. There's a 9. And there's a 4, 3, 7. Okay, so I'm going to lose 120. Here, I got 300, so that's 150 plus 50. So I get 150 plus 50, which is 200, and I only lose 120. Okay, so that's an $80 profit. So I'm going to take 100, and I'm going to give them back $20. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and work this on the come out. Here we go. A 3. A 5. Okay, point is a 5. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down on my 6-8 because I've already got back a good chunk of my money. Remember, I lost 100, but I got back 80. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go no 10 for 100. I'm going to come down on my no 4. And I'm going to go ahead with the, I'm going to go with the 9 and the 4. Okay, there's a 6. A 5, which is the point. I'm going to say, dealer, work to come out. 7 on the come out, I break even. Okay, I'm going to do it again. A 3. Now that's not back-to-back 7, 7 from heaven. So if we throw a 7 here, it doesn't count. Okay, it's a 5 point anyway, so no big deal. And here we go. Okay, we're going to throw a 7. We're going to break even. And we're going to work to come out. Okay, there's a 4 because we worked to come out, we get $50. Okay, we'll take 100, we'll give them 50, and we'll come down from our 4. And what are we going to do? We're going to come down from our no 10. There's no purpose of, we won 50 and we only have a quarter out there on a number that we expect to hit. Okay, there's a 2, a 5, a 4. Okay, we're gonna work to come out because we're already in profit. Okay, there's a 3. We're gonna work. A 12. We're gonna work. 11. We're gonna work. A 5. All right, so we hit the brother instead of our number. Here we go. There's our 9 right there, guys. So we're gonna get $35. And we're coming down from the 9, and we're focused on what's next. What is next to hit? Okay, there's a 5. That's the point. I'm starting to like the 6 and 8. There's a 6 right there. Okay, I like the 8. Okay, I'm going to go $30 on an 8. And there's an 8 right there. Okay, that's $35. Coming down. And we're going to just cash out. Okay, we're going to cash out. We've been playing for a good 30 minutes, okay? So let's see how we did. We started with $5,000. Okay. Okay, hold on one second here. Okay, there is our $5,000 that we started with, okay? So we've got this in profits. All right, let's count it up, okay? So we got 100, 200, 300, 4, 5, $530. Not too bad. Not too bad. We didn't really get a big chance to play the 7-7 from heaven. but it's all it is just a trigger when it happens. So when it happens, boom, you can play it, okay? You know, every time it happens, you could go ahead and take advantage of that and bet the 5, 6, 8, and 9. Now, if you happen to lose to where it's a third 7, what I would just do is just double my bet. If I lose again, I would triple my bet. So, you know, that's just what I would do. Now, I have seen some very bizarre things happen where I've seen 6 7s in a row. Sure, that can happen. That can happen. You know, there's never a guarantee, guys, but in the long run, you should be good. You should win a lot more often than you lose. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hit that like button for me, and I'll see you guys on the next one.